Dinamo Zagreb is probably the most well-known team out of Croatia due to their participation in European competitions. However, after their loss to Bayern in the Champions League, I personally think it's time to give another Croatian team the chance at Champions League glory. This is why in this video I'm aimed to bring Hadjuk Split to Champions League success. So within 3 seasons, I have to bring Hadjuk Split into the knockout rounds of the Champions League. It's a tough challenge, but I'll try everything I can to make it possible. This is the default team that we have here at Hadjuk Split. I chose this team because apart from Dinamo Zagreb, I would say that Hadjuk Split is probably the next most accomplished team from Croatia in European competition, but they have also been falling off a bit recently as Dinamo Zagreb has dominated Croatian football. Anyways, let's go to the end of season 1, see where we stand. Here we are at the end of season number 1 here with Hadjuk Split, and I did not make any signing this season. To be honest, I think we had the squad to do a lot of good things all across the board in all competitions, and we'll see if we done that just in a little bit here. But as I said, we are at the end of the season and we do have a player leaving the club, not because I sold him to another club, but because he is, I believe, retiring from football. But Vadis Odija Ofo, he didn't want to sign a contract, so we're letting him live on a free. He did, you know what, he was a really good asset this season. I wanted him to sign on for at least 1 more year, but he didn't want to do it, so we're letting him go on a free. Now let's take a look at how the club did in all competitions this season, and this is all the competitions that we were involved in. So we'll start from the right. Super Sport, Super Cup here. I'm not going to pronounce the names of all these competitions because then this video will be 30 minutes long, but still, if you want me to pronounce the name of this competition, give me 10 likes and I'll do it, okay? Anyways, the Super Sport Super Cup is basically like the Community Shield, so it happens at the start of the season. We won that, defeating Dinamo Zagreb, and then moving on, we have the Super Sport Cup here, which is basically like the League Cup or the FA Cup if you're looking at the English football, and we actually won that as well in the final there. In the 2-leg final we won 5-1, and then we were also in the Europa Conference League, and this is where I really wanted to test the squad, see how good they were for Europe. And to my surprise, we actually got really far in the competition, only losing in the semi-final to the eventual winners that were Aston Villa. So we did really well there in the competition. So I'm a little bit more, confident going into the Champions League here this season. And that brings me to the league. We are in the Champions League this season because in the Super Sport Liga, we have topped the league here dominantly as well, with only 2 losses the whole entire season, finishing on 94 points. I believe that puts us in a guaranteed league spot in the Champions League. I'm not entirely sure. We have to wait next season to see. But actually in the Conference League, in the Europa Conference League, we were actually not even like qualify. We had to, go through some qualifying phases, then the group stage. So yeah. This is still the old format, but next season we will go to the current Champions League format, and from there we will see how we do. So just a quick look at everything here. This is what we have achieved in the first season here. 3 trophies. We've done the domestic treble here, and I just want to point out that when I say qualify for the knockout round of Champions League, I just mean make it to the playoffs at minimum. So yeah. So with that said, bring on season number 2. Season number 2 begins with a player arrival here. We had a midfielder that left us on a free at the end of last season, and so we're bringing a midfielder more specifically into the club here because I like the balance of the team and I like the depth as a whole. So I brought in someone to fill that gap, and that man is Luka Baric, coming in here from another team in the Croatian league. Sorry, I don't know who they are. Apologies for that. I'm not a connoisseur in Croatia's football league. I'm sorry. But anyways, Luka Baric coming in here for only 325,000 here. Right, apparently when we sign players, we have always a clause in there that states that we need to have better attackers. So that's why I'm actually trying to improve the striker role here, and I hope to do that with the signing here. Dion Trainer Baljo. I don't know much about this guy. In fact, I really don't know much stats about this guy other than the Rangers. But he's coming in here from Augsburg. He is Croatian, a striker, so that's good. And he only costs 8 million, which sounds like a lot of money, and it is. But we still have 20 million to spend all across the board here, so that's great news if we need to spend. This signing is one I'm excited for because we are playing Champions League football, so we require some Champions League players in our team, and I think this guy qualifies for that. A small upgrade to the goalkeeper role for free as well. Yev1 Dufir coming over from Rams to Hadjuk Split for free. With the addition of Diouf, we probably have a lot of goalkeepers in the team right now, so we can actually get rid of one of them. Just, because if I leave Kalinic here, he's probably not even going to do anything, not going to play a match. So that's why we're selling Kalinic here. He's our third string goalkeeper for now. He did wonders for us last season, so thank you for your service. He's going off to Troyes for $1.2 million, and that, I think, is all the transfer news for this window. I definitely think so. So yeah, hopefully we're Champions League ready. I've just seen that we have not even qualified for it. We are in the qualifying phase or something. Let's hopefully at least minimally make it to the league phase. So here we are at the end of season number 2. So we're gonna recap all the competitions as always. First of all, starting with the Super Sport Cup here, which we have won once again. Also, just a quick note, there is no Community Shield competition this year, maybe because in the last season we won both the league and the cup. Speaking of the league, we actually wiped the floor with the league once again, so we won the league title once again in quite a dominant fashion, might I add. So that's another trophy, but I know what you guys are here for. You want to know how we went in the Champions League, which is what I will get to right now. And here we are at the Champions League. We are at the final stage here, Man City versus Liverpool. Of course, we're not in the finals. I am sorry to break that to you guys. This is the most shocking and horrifying news of 2024. Okay, no, but seriously, let's take a look at the league phase here. Before we actually get into the league phase, we actually have to go through a playoff stage as well. Even though we have won the Super Sport Croatian League in the first season, it does not guarantee us an actual spot in the league. So we actually made it through qualification and actually guaranteed ourselves a league spot here. I just wanted to show this before I show the league table. We actually defeated Shakhtar in the playoffs. We actually did defeat a few teams before this as well. As you can see here in the third qualifying round, we actually defeat Apple. But point is, we made it to the league phase. That's already a challenge in itself. And in the league phase, and I'm shocked by this as well. I genuinely cannot believe this, that we got this in season number 2, and we got it quite comfortably as well. We actually finished 11. Now let me put in perspective how huge this is. We finished above Barcelona, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus, and Bayern Munich. How crazy is that? Just think about that. Okay, So we already are going through the knockout rounds, but we have to go through a playoffs, and I'll show you what happened in the playoffs. This is what happened in the playoffs. Unfortunately, we were knocked out by Celtic, which is quite surprising. To be fair, I don't know why, but if you look at like the way the knockout playoff round is categorized, every team on the right went through except us. I don't know why they had to shame us like this, but anyways, yeah, we lost to Celtic. We did get a draw in the second leg, however we lost 2-0 in the first leg, and we are knocked out in the playoff round. But you know, I don't care, and the reason why is because we have already achieved our objective of making into the knockout rounds by season number 3. We actually got there in season 2, which is great. And also those are our trophies that we have got in these 2 seasons, which I would say is pretty good. So that does it for the Hadjuk Split FM24 save here. I've done all that I need. Comment down below if you have any good save ideas or any teams that you want me to do a FM save on. Also, for the next episode, I will try to put in some new data in there, put in new transfers, new teams and all that. I'll try to push some updates so that we get some updated rosters. And yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, remember to leave a like and subscribe so that I know that you are enjoying the content. I'm Random Football 800. You guys have been amazing. I'll see you all on the next video.